Intermetacarpal joints include deep transverse metacarpal ligament, also called the deep transverse palmar ligament, transverse ligament of the palmar aponeurosis, TLPA, also known as the ligament of Skug. Metacarpophalangeal joint MCP include radial RCL and ulnar UCL collateral ligament of the metacarpophalangeal joint MCP, palmar or volar plate, also referred to as palmar or volar ligament of metacarpophalangeal MCP joint. Interphalangeal IP joint of the hand include collateral ligament of interphalangeal joint, palmar or volar plate, also referred to as palmar or volar ligament of interphalangeal IP joint. Other include carpal tunnel or carpal canal, ulnar canal or ulnar tunnel, also known as Guyans, canal or tunnel. Joint and ligament of a human torso include vertebral column, also known as the backbone or spine, thorax or chest, and pelvis, sometimes also called the bony pelvis or pelvic skeleton. Vertebral column, also known as the backbone or spine, includes syndesmosis joint, symphysis cartilaginous joint, and synovial joint, also known as diarthrosis. Syndesmosis joint includes all vertebral bodies and all vertebral arches. All vertebral bodies include anterior longitudinal ligament, posterior longitudinal ligament. All vertebral arches include ligamenta flava ligament, supraspinous ligament, also known as the supraspinal ligament, nuchal ligament, interspinous ligament, intertransverse ligament. Symphysis cartilaginous joint includes intervertebral disc ligament, also known as intervertebral fibrocartilage, which includes annulus fibrosus disci, intervertebralis fibrocartilage, and nucleus pulposus. Synovial joint, also known as diarthrosis, includes atlantoaxial joint, facet joint, also known as zygapophyseal joint, zygapophyseal, apophyseal or Z joint, lumbosacral joint, and sacrococcygeal symphysis joint, also known as sacrococcygeal articulation of the sacrum and coccyx. Atlantoaxial joint includes medial or median atlantoaxial joint, which includes cruciate ligament of atlas or cruciform ligament of atlas, transverse ligament of atlas, ulnar ligament, apical ligament of dens, also known as ligament of apex dentis or apical odontoid ligament, the tectorial membrane of atlantoaxial joint, also known as occipitoaxial ligament, lateral atlantoaxial joint, which includes no ligament, anterior atlantoaxial ligament, posterior atlantoaxial ligament. Facet joint, also known as zygapophyseal joint, zygapophyseal, apophyseal or Z joint, have no ligament. Lumbosacral joint has iliolumbar ligament.